Jungle.
To actually central government organization like BT or they segment where it's like such a broad level at a visionary level, but visionary leaders will be speaking about it. On the other hand, we also have focused sessions like agriculture. Again, I want to share this when we actually made the presentation to our minister our overall program agenda. He actually said, why don't you include agriculture as one of the focus areas? Law is another focus area. With his inputs, we also now we are having focus sessions in agriculture, education, law, where deep dive discussions happen. Agriculture, law, then we also have because students are going to be a major chunk for this event because we want to prepare them for the upcoming changes that are happening or prepare them for these AI changes that are happening. So we are organizing master classes for students where technology sessions will be held for them for developers and for students. By Meta is organizing a master class on that. Microsoft is also coming forward. Then OpenAI is actually partnering with us. It's still in the discussion stage. They are going to actually offer some OpenAI credits to startups. Similarly, NVIDIA is actually working on a startup inception program where they're going to actually offer incentives to startups and open up the network for startups to collaborate with the world startups. So each and every segment of the ecosystem, be it the industry, be it the academia, research organizations, or AI practitioners, students, faculty, everybody will have something to take away from that event. That's the way we are looking at. And from the industry perspective, there are focus sessions for industry. One is manufacturing. So while this all is happening, I think AI is changing a lot of stuff that's happening across the world. I think the government has taken this great initiative to launch an AI summit at a global scale with renewed speakers, multiple tracks, multiple sessions, innovation, and everybody's partnering together to make this a success, right? Irrespective of whether it's a government organization, non-government organization. I think we really want to make this as a starting stepping stone, but also follow this through with your guidance and drive over the next decade to make this really our golden era and multiply from where we are today. So we are great that that to have you here amidst us and talk to all of us about your vision, how you want to do, and all of that stuff. Also, Andy, you own your own legal company. You're a lawyer by profession. I think a lot of public policy is nothing but thinking through how things have been structured. So, with your application knowledge, I think the whole things around policy, whole things around public goods, what is happening, I think we should embed AI in everything. So, under your leadership, I'm sure you will pursue that, and you will truly differentiate across the country, by country, across the world. That is one of the governments which is actually adopting AI in everything that they're doing from a technology standpoint. So, we're very glad to have you, Andy, at the help. And without much ado, I would like to invite you to say a few words about the summit, and I'll also speak a little bit, Andy, but you might want to talk a little bit about the summit and your vision for the state and how you're thinking about the event.
Yeah. I've been joined and by the ICR team who are with us since our inception of our new government. And I've been joined by our team from our information technology department. Ramadevi Garu should have spoken to you about the brief. And our Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy, and all our colleagues. Our intent was clear. Our commitment was very clear. Our conviction is very clear. We have a conviction towards people to deliver what we have promised. And we have commitment to these people of this state that we have to grow and we have to develop where we have started in 1992, and we have to take a leap in terms of our information technology and also in terms of our industry. Many would have thought, just beyond 10 years, back 10 years was the golden time for anybody. And I would like to mention here again, many a time I just told and I was emphatic in my viewpoint that, when liberalization and the globalization era started all through India in 1991, the state of Telangana, then erstwhile Andhra Pradesh in 1990, thought about what would be the future available and the talent available back in Hyderabad. That's how then, fortunately, it was our government, Congress government, then in 1992, and we laid the foundation stone for the first software technology park in 1992 by then Chief Minister Mr. N. Janardhan Reddy. Now we are optimistic. Then almost 3 decades have passed away, and in fact, it's so fortunate that what we started have been continued by the next government. Then an opportunity had come down to us in 2004. We accelerated the process. Many companies, many boards you see across the Cyberabad, those companies now would have constructed their own buildings, but it was then in some rented with places or in the leased premises. Most of the software companies have started from 2004 to 2014. Majority I can say. From 2014 to 2023 to the continuation of guaranteed that the Congress party government is back, and now at this point of juncture, when a global capability centers are many over here, in times to come we would like to increase them. And we are not only planning to extend our facilities, we are trying to really invite, especially the hotels, 7-star or 5-star chain of hotels, to keep their global capability centers over here. Fortunately, few people have agreed and they are in the pipeline. Maybe the next month we will be signing with one of the major companies. Likewise, only from India but from US too. And we have a scope and we have an opportunity. Most probably, we have a hope that the recent visit of us, the best available human resource for the defense sector too. The aerospace, anyway, we have so much of space here and we have so many companies right now existing. So they are all vertical. What we how AI is coming on to you, how artificial intelligence is trying to create its own space among you people also. This is how, in every stream, you take healthcare, you take, traffic mobility, you take urban administration, you take including IT, you take any vertical, everybody would agree. The artificial intelligence is coming up with a big way. Whether does we have time, energy, scope to stop it and lay on the same technology what we are still existing? It's not possible right now. Globally, if we see that everybody is taking the advantage of AI, technology to the next level and take a leap, so that we'll all become the number one software exporter of the country, and also will be the number one global player in terms of AI. How should we go about? This was the question before us. When we spoke to our, the information technology key partners, when we spoke to our own officers who have been working in our organization since long time, and when we thought about it, everybody says we have to take a lead. So how do we take a lead now? This is how the AI Global Convention thinking has come to us, and immediately when we thought about it, we just thought in the month of June, initially we thought of having a global AI convention. But time was too short. Now also time is too short. Many thoughts keep coming up. Many new ideas keep coming up as we move up. Yesterday, Mr. Prashant was also telling us we need to have some more time. But time always demands that. So we need to keep moving. So next session will be the continuance of global conventions on behalf of government. So this is the first ever. We have seen so many global conventions.
ఐసియాకు సంబంధించిన మా మిత్రులు రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వారు నిర్వహించే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ గ్లోబల్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కు సంబంధించిన అంశంలో మరి వారు పూర్తి స్థాయిలో సహకారం అందిస్తూ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ హ్యాకథాన్లను నిర్వహిస్తూ ప్రోత్సాహం చేస్తూ మేము కూడా పూర్తి స్థాయిలో భాగస్వాములు అవుతామని ముందుకొచ్చిన తరుణంలో ఐసియాకు సంబంధించిన మరి వారి అందరి మెంబర్స్కి వారి అధ్యక్షులు ప్రశాంత్ గారికి హృదయపూర్వకంగా ఈ సందర్భంలో కృతజ్ఞత తెలియజేస్తూ సెప్టెంబర్ 5-6 తారీఖు నాడు తెలంగాణ రాజధాని అయిన హైదరాబాద్లో హెచ్ఐసిసిలో నిర్వహించే ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్కు సంబంధించిన గ్లోబల్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ దాదాపు 2,000 మంది అంతర్జాతీయ స్థాయిలో జాతీయ స్థాయిలో ఉన్న అనేక మంది ప్రముఖులు పాల్గొంటూ ఉన్నారు. రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం ముఖ్యమంత్రి రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారి నేతృత్వంలో మా ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వారు ఈరోజు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ సంబంధించి ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా రాష్ట్ర ప్రజానికానికి పూర్తి స్థాయిలో వారందరినీ కూడా సెన్సిటైజ్ చేయాలని ఒక ప్రధానమైన ఉద్దేశంతో, దానికి తోడు ఈరోజు టెక్నాలజీ పెద్ద ఎత్తున మార్పు జరుగుతూ ఉన్న సందర్భంలో మన రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించిన పెద్ద మేధస్సు కలిగిన అనేక మంది ఇంజనీర్స్ కానీ ఏఐని ఉపయోగించుకొని రాబోయే కాలంలో మనము హైదరాబాదు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం ఒక ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కేంద్రంగా ఉండాలనే ఒక విజన్తో ముందుకు పోతా ఉన్నాం. దాంట్లో భాగంగానే రేపు 5వ తారీఖు నాడు 6వ తారీఖు నాడు ప్రముఖులు వచ్చి ఏఐకి సంబంధించిన అనేక అంశాల విషయంలో వారికి ఉన్న అనుభవాలను మనతో పాలు పంచుకున్నప్పుడు రేపు ఏ విధంగా ఏఐసిటీ నిర్మాణం జరగాలి, రేపు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్కి సంబంధించిన అనేక అంశాలు R&Dకి కానీ స్టార్టప్స్ కానీ ఇన్నోవేషన్ కానీ ఈరోజు ప్రోడక్ట్ కంపెనీస్ ఇక్కడి నుంచే మొదలు కావడానికి ఏ అంశాలతో కూడుకున్న విషయాలను కూడా వారు ప్రస్తావన చేస్తారు కనుక ఆ ప్రస్తావనలన్నింటిని కూడా పూర్తి స్థాయిలో పరిగణనలోకి తీసుకొని ముందుకెళ్లే ప్రయత్న భాగంలోనే మేము ఏఐ గ్లోబల్ కన్వెన్షన్ని నిర్వహిస్తాము.
ఓకే